Good morning, Jan Dirk.
In English?
In English.
In English,
yes, in English.
Good morning.
Good morning. Can you tell a little bit about your experience with using Team Flow with your clients?
Yeah. I've done I think quite some team flow simulations. I think what it really helps from my clients at least is that because they do it themselves, they experience it themselves. It has much more result within them. Like because if I tell you, you will say yes and think no. Right? If you do a simulation, you cannot escape the consequence, right? So I've seen this happening with people that do the simulation, and I think that's really the strong, one of the strong points of doing this team flow simulation. They cannot escape what is happening there, and because it's really close to reality, they know that they have to do something with this new insight and knowledge.
And what kind of teams were you then doing the simulations with? Was it IT, non-IT?
All sorts of teams, I guess. Agile teams, IT, non-IT, etc. But what I like the most are MTs, like management teams, because for them especially, it's hard to believe something when I guess a trainer comes in and tells you like you should act or behave differently. And for managers, I think that's a little bit harder.
Yeah.
But especially so, the result with MTs are really great because again, for them, they see this is happening. They cannot deny this.
Yeah.
So I think then the result is the effect is big.
And do you really see that it has impact afterwards on the way they think and the way they act in their real life?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, they understand that. I believe that they understand that to be truly agile agile, I think you need something more than to implement Scrum or implement Kanban or implement a method, and I think that's the great idea of this simulation.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this whole idea of experiential learning, because that's how we call it, comes from, we are inspired actually by the work of Jonathan Haidt on his book about the righteous mind, where he talks about the elephant and the rider, where the elephant represents the intuition, and what it actually says is that the intuition, which is based on past experiences, influences very much the decisions that we make. And so for us, when we got that insight, we thought like, okay, we need to create an environment where people can have new experiences, and that new experiences will influence their reasoning. So for us, it's first the experience and then the reasoning comes second. So that is really the driving force for us behind Okaloa Flowlab.
Yeah, and it helps you also, I guess, to when you want to be really good at something, you need to train a lot, right? When you're in the military and you come into situations with lots of tension and stress, if you're well trained, you know you will react in a sort of automatic way. And I think this is also what helps if you and your organization come into a chaotic situation, by doing the simulation, it helps you to behave differently the next time, right?
Correct. Yeah. And also for us lately, what we are now promoting very much or stimulating very much at our clients is not only use Flowlab simulations during training sessions, but also install what we call an Agile Dojo in the company, where people can actually step out of their daily job, go to a practice environment like a flight simulator, try out some new things. When they feel comfortable with a new way of working, then implement it in reality. Because right now we see a lot of companies sending people off to training courses, 2 days, 3 days of training, and then we assume that they should get it and then implement it immediately in practice, and we don't believe that things like that work. So we now stimulate companies to use the material and install a separate practice environment.
I think that's a really great idea, because like you said, everybody goes to a Scrum training, and there is so little knowledge. I
Yeah.
mean, and I understand this, right? I can't expect you to behave differently after 2 days of
No,
training in a
correct.
different environment, and so
Yeah.
it's right. I mean, there's so many companies that want to do agile, and they even haven't started to understand what it means yet. So,
Correct.
and a dojo like that might help.
Absolutely. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.